Celtic players in front of the fans. Brendan Rodgers on the pitch with the fans. You've got to say, so proud, so proud of Celtic tonight. So proud. Bayern Munich standing arms together in front of their ultras section. And you've got to say, the look of the Bayern players, they know that we're in a game tonight. Should have been a foul, Dyson Maeda, but the ref played on. Should have been another extra minute or so, but the ref called the game. You've got to say, unbelievably proud of Celtic players tonight. I'm gutted, absolutely gutted that we did not win that. I thought we did enough to get it through to the extra time. Winning 1-0 in Germany with 30 seconds to go. What a performance by Celtic. What an absolutely amazing performance by Celtic. Do you think the board will let Brendan Rodgers spend in the summer? Yes, we have to. We have to. It's as simple as that. Brendan Rodgers has shown what we can do. Tonight was massive. Tonight, Celtic held their own with one of the best teams in Europe. Tonight, Celtic, for a big part of the game, were winning. It's as simple as that. But Celtic go out 3-2 on aggregate. 3-2 on aggregate. If Celtic have took their chances in the first half, if they'd took their chance, I mean, there's Dyson Maeda going down. So the ref didn't see it, and it wasn't called back by VAR. I was so unlucky. Cameron Carter-Vickers kicking it off the player. I mean, Vickers gets to it, and just as he's kicking the ball, the players came in, and just, you've got to be there. Strikers do what strikers do. Schmeichel raging at the end. 3 shocking decisions went against us over 2 legs. VAR failed Celtic again. I'm not going to dwell on things. I thought that Celtic were absolutely fantastic tonight. Brendan Rodgers put a team out to attack. This is how we need to play in Europe from now on. Let's take the positives from it. We no longer do we sit back in European football, and by no means do we go backwards now. This is a new dawn for Celtic. This game tonight is a new dawn for the Champions League and for Celtic going into European competitions. Next season, teams will not want to get Celtic in the league phase. Tonight showed Brendan Rodgers give the board a glimpse of what we can do in Europe if we just spend a little bit more money, get a little bit more quality in, a little bit more experience. Sloop was fantastic. Jeffrey Sloop was fantastic. And I'm sorry, but the Greg Taylor lovers, Greg Taylor would never have performed like that tonight. Never. We need bigger men. We need a bigger squad. And I don't mean quality or quantity. I'm talking about the height of the players. Brendan Rodgers always liked tall players at his team before, and I think that the mark of a good manager is being really upset when you draw. Tonight we drew a game. The manager's going to be devastated. The players are devastated. Kasper Schmeichel was devastated and thumped his arm on the ground when the ball went in. Wow. Tonight, that Celtic game was the only game that was getting watched in the Champions League in Spain. The whole of Spain have just sat and seen how good Celtic can be in the Champions League. It's unbelievable to think that we went out And basically, what's an away goal rule? We got beat at home 2-1. We give them far too much respect at home. Far too much respect. We played so much better at the away game. And I, for one, never thought that we would get anywhere near that level of performance that we did tonight. I never thought we would get anywhere near that level of performance. But we did. And it's been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Who do you pick? Only using 2 subs. Yeah, I think Brendan Rodgers was keeping the subs for the extra time. We missed Bernardo so much. Would Bernardo have made a big difference to that game? Would Rio Hatate come off, or would it have been Arnie Engels? I still think Yang Shite, says John. Yeah, he's never a Celtic player, I don't think. He's a player, but he's not for this level. And can he improve? I don't think he can. But anyway, I'm not going to diss any of the players, because let's face it, Bruges beating Atlanta 3-1, 5-2 in aggregate. And there you go. Bruges beat Atalanta. There you go. See some of the other results that came in tonight. It was when you look at that squad, when you look at the team that started tonight, when you look at that is an absolutely fantastic team. It made sure that the manager had one thing on his mind, and that was going for it at the highest possible level. It wasn't a setup where Brendan was like, let's play it cagey. Let's be defensive and just try and hit on the break. Not Brendan wanted to go for it. Yes, there was times in the first half we were under the cosh for 10, 15 minutes, 20-minute mark, which you would expect at a European away game. But Celtic then got a hold of the ball and they started putting pressure on this team. They put fantastic pressure on them. We were unlucky. I mean, they'll say that, look, they hit the woodwork twice. They could have scored 3 on the night. Celtic could have scored 4 on the night. It could have been one of the highest scoring games in Champions League history, nearly. We should have won over the 2 legs if we took our chances. Yes, totally agree. We should have won. It was a fantastic performance. Can't wait to hear the interviews with Brendan Rodgers. We needed fresh legs. Just don't have the right subs. So now that the Champions League is over for Celtic for the year, I have to say, what an unbelievable Champions League it's been this year. Celtic have brought back an unbelievable pride at playing at the highest level in Europe. Brendan Rodgers has taken what Ange Postecoglou had and he tweaked it and he's made it better. And that's true, he's made it better. He's made it more defensively solid in European football, but he's maintained the same attacking prowess that Ange Postecoglou had. People will say that Ange maybe be the better manager. Well, when it comes to European competition, Brendan is the better manager. Brendan's the man that we've got. Last 2 years, the progress has been fantastic, says Kevin. Yang Hatate can leave anytime soon. Dermot and the board need to give Brendan the money to improve the quality in the squad. Definitely. We need players to come in the quality of Jeffrey Sloop. We need more players of the quality of Dyson Myther. We need more players of the quality of Arnie Engels and Nico Kuhn. It's as simple as that. And you can't take away from our captain. Our captain had some unbelievable tackles in our own box. And he also had, which was a fantastic chance in 6 minutes into the game. 6 minutes into the game, if Kalmack scores that one and he puts it in the top corner, we're winning that game 2 or 3-0. Easily. Can't believe no one else is calling Hatate out the worst player of the season. Yeah, but we all know that Hatate is just a long way from Dortmund. Yeah, exactly. When you look back to the beginning of the campaign and game day 2, when we travelled to Germany and we thought that we were going to do fantastic things in Germany, and ultimately there's the ball coming in. Schmeichel makes a fantastic save, and Cameron Carter-Vickers so unlucky. As he goes to kick the ball, the defender's there, and the defender gets it into the back of the net. 1-1 isn't defeat. It's not a defeat. It's a fantastic result. In Europe, we got put out by an away goal. It's as simple as that. We lost out on aggregate. Yeah, I think Dice Maida was getting tired towards the end of the game. I think that the goal by Kuhn. I mean, there's Adam Ida. Folks say Adam Ida doesn't do anything. Adam Ida wins the ball in the halfway, just the other half of the Celtic line. Gets the ball to Dice Maida. Dice Maida then races with the defender. The defender slips. In comes Kuhn. Bang. Into the back of the net. He wants to leave, jogging back after giving the possession away. Does your head in? Yeah. Yes. The way that he jogs back is really annoying to me as well. And it's the downside of Rio Hitate's game. He gives the ball away and then they break forward. And then Hatate just jogs back as if he's got all the time in the world. And it's not. Hatate doesn't have the pace. If we want players that can perform at this level, they need to have pace. At this level is all about pace. Seen Irish TV, Maida was fouled. Yeah. We were absolutely brilliant tonight. And it was an absolutely fantastic game. And I think that Celtic can only get better. Hatate will leave this summer. Yeah, here's hoping. Here is hoping. Boiling in here. There's the one with. They're just showing you. I mean, if it's all ifs and buts. I mean, Jota does fantastic with this ball. Jota getting. I mean, it was unfortunate for Jota to come off. If Kuhn had scored that first one, you've got to remember Kuhn hit the target twice. We need to keep Kuhn. No matter what we do this summer, we need to keep Nico Kuhn. Dice Maida was unlucky. McCowan should have played for Hatate 100%. McCowan should have played for Hatate. Hatate's too weak. He gets knocked off the ball easy. Rushes back. He never rushes back. This is true. This is true. Jason Lee says, I'm proud, but I'm pissed off too. I think we're all proud. Look, this is... It's getting a draw in Germany is a fantastic result. It is a fantastic result. The fact that it took them until 30 seconds before the end of the game. 30 seconds, and I thought that it would be Celtic that would get the goal 30 seconds into the end of the game. But it wasn't. It wasn't to be. And Celtic draw the game at 1-1. We won't be celebrating the 1-1 draw because we are out of the Champions League. Out of the Champions League. And it's unbelievable to think that we were so close. Oh, wait a minute, I need to switch this off. Oh, damn. Rogers' tactics were spot on, says Peter Hughes. There's not many Rogers haters now, is there? We lost the momentum with Kuhn, the target. Yep, John says, I'm watching on the Irish Premier Sports. Great coverage. Great panel. Stan Petrov, Shea Given. Yep, John, I'm just watching that as well. I am just watching that as well. Very proud and very disappointed all in one, says Tommy. Kaz1888 says, we were unlucky with the game at Parkhead. We're all proud of the boys. Yes, we were that. Absolutely brutal way to end the game. But what a fantastic performance by Celtic, says Green Eagle Football. It was an old player coming back to haunt you every Kuhn's goal. Yes, it was. But I've got to tell you one thing. It was an absolutely fantastic goal by Kuhn. Will that add money onto Kuhn's value? Because let's face it, all that Kuhn's done is shown that he can perform at the highest level. It's going to be an interesting summer. You saw the way that they celebrated at the end. They were rattled. Yep. Why doesn't Scotland have 14 teams in the Premiership? Only one team getting promoted is killing Scottish football. Yes, it is. I've been asking the question why the SPFL wasn't expanded for a couple of years. I'm an advocate of making it an 18-team league, if anything. I think that we need to get rid of the split. There's lots of things that we need to do that can make it better, a better product. People will say, but then playing Dunfermline and playing Falkirk. You don't hear people in Spain saying, when it's Real Madrid playing flipping Granada or flipping somewhere like that they or Elche, that they don't complain about playing these smaller teams. Anyway, Bruce showed that they're a good team. I'm not surprised they won. We need a fit Jota. He played the whole game. Could have made a difference, yes. And I think it was unfortunate that the ball spun up and hit him in the face. And I think there was a bit dirt or something came off the ball and went in his eye. Who is Kyogo? Forget Kyogo, he's gone. If only Big Casper could have held. Definitely blaming him. Just unlucky. It was unlucky. Sensible young man. You're celebrating Celtic narrowly going out Bayern Munich because our club embarrass you regularly. What? I take it there's a current. Oh, look. Pissed myself at you all celebrating getting knocked out. And here you are. Here you are. Subscribe to the Celtic channel just to get that one little comment. And then no more. That's it. You're gone. No more. Nobody could see your stuff. A bit like Scottish football. On this channel, we're in control. No you. Ta-ta. Absolutely amazing, brilliant game. And let's face it, Celtic have just bagged the best part of £60 million in the Champions League. Our turnover already, halfway through the season, is over £84 million already. This season. That's without tonight's game being added on. That's without the game at Celtic Park to be added on. That's even without adding the 2.8 million that Celtic will have gotten for this game from the Champions League. And then there's the TV money. And then there is also the gate receipt money. Celtic are in a fantastic financial position. And I tell you one thing, we are on the way to 10 in a row. Brendan Rodgers will sign a new contract this summer. 84 million sitting tidy at this point of the season. I've got to say, it is all about Celtic. It is all about Celtic, and the fact that some of the trolls are on to watch us is even better. Anyway, that's me done and dusted for this evening. I will be live at 9 a.m. Celtic Park time. I'll be live 9 a.m. Celtic Park time tomorrow, where we can wake up and still think, do you know what? We just got a draw. We were 30 seconds away from winning in Germany against the team that is at the top of the league in Germany by 8 points. Top of the league in Germany. One of the top 5 leagues in Europe. And Celtic held them for over 90 minutes. Come the 90-minute mark, Celtic were still in the lead. It just didn't happen. But there's nothing to be ashamed of, because I tell you one thing, when we go into the Champions League next season, it will be a completely different Celtic that people will face. And not many teams are going to look forward to meeting Celtic in the Champions League next year. So anyway, on that note, have an absolutely fantastic evening, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world. Now, let me just say, where can we do this?